Hello, my name is Agatha, and this is the astrology forecast for November 2017. This is a very general reading. If you'd like a private consultation, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com and I'd be delighted to work with you. This month we have the full moon on the 4th of November 2017 at almost 12 degrees of Taurus, and then the new moon, which happens at on the 18th of November 2017, is going to be at 26 degrees of Scorpio, and this new moon is special because it activates the solar eclipse that happened on the 21st of August in Leo. So let's go to Aries. Aries, how will November be for you, Aries? So the full moon on the 4th of November at almost 12 degrees of Taurus, in your case, is going to happen on the second house. So this is like a culmination connected to your finances, to money you earn. So maybe it's something simple like getting your salary, even it's like the 4th of November. It could be like 5 days before or 5 days after. So around the 4th of November, maybe 5 days before you're going to get your salary. It could be something like that. I'm sorry, it could be your, for some it could be like your last paycheck or something like that, because maybe you're going to go to another job, for instance. There could be changes in your contract, where you work, which might change the way you earn your money. It could be for more or for less, it depends. But something to do with your income and the money that you earn. So the new moon on the 18th of November at 26 degrees of Scorpio is going to happen where? It's going to happen in your 8th house, and it's going to activate the solar eclipse that happened in the 21st of August 2017, and it was in Leo. So themes, I would say, surrounding sex, surrounding love, surrounding a relationship might be activated for you, Aries. It could be that. Now it could be a new beginning concerning love, concerning intimate connections. It could be also a new beginning concerning the stock market, investments. If you play the stock market, or even games, if you play the lottery or something like that, you might be extremely lucky, but I'm not telling you to go and bet the house, okay? Just something simple. It could be that. It could be new beginnings concerning the money that you share with other people, mainly your spouse. So maybe your spouse, there's like money, he or she, there's like a new beginning in your spouse's or partner's life, which will affect the finances that both of you have. Maybe you're getting more money, maybe because your spouse got a raise or something like that, and maybe you're spending way too much. There's all sorts of meanings connected with this. Also, this could be some sort of inheritance. Okay, you might be getting news that you might be getting some sort of inheritance or something like that. Now let's go to Taurus. Taurus. How will the month of November be for you, Taurus? The full moon on the 4th of November, which happens almost at 12 degrees Taurus, happens in your first house. So this is like a culmination connected with yourself, connected with the way you look, connected with the way you present yourself. Now it could be, for instance, maybe you change jobs, maybe you leave a job and you go to a different place. For instance, maybe there's some sort of a medical treatment that you went, or you will build, or at least you're going to be starting a medical treatment to heal something that you might have. It could be that you end some sort of exercise, type of exercise. Maybe you finish up some sort of exercise. I don't know, maybe you used to do yoga and now you're going to start to Pilates or swimming or whatever. Or you might change the way your diet, you might change your diet. Maybe you were on a diet for a while, and now finally around the 4th of November you see the difference in your body. Okay, so it's something personal to you, that, and I would say something more or less positive. You'll see it in a very positive light. Then the new moon at 26 degrees of Scorpio on the 18th of November is going to happen on your 7th house, and this new moon is going to activate the solar eclipse that happened on the 21st of August. So themes connected with whatever happened in August are going to come to surface again, maybe in a more or less difficult way. You might not like it. For instance, now this could be a new beginning connected with your personal partnership, with your spouse, with your long-term partner. For instance, maybe you decide to move in together, and now, or maybe around the 21st of August, late August, you decided to make that type of change. There's something that affected your personal life, your family, where you live, and also your partnership, your spouse. So maybe you decide to move in together. Maybe now you're deciding to marry, or maybe you've decided to move in together late August, but only now, around the 18th of November, now it's the time where you finally are moving in together, or you're finally getting married, you know, making your relationship official. There's something around your partnership and where you live, okay, your family also. This could be a contract that you sign, maybe because this contract might be connected with you buying your first house, for instance. This could be that you're having more clients and you work from home, and you thought it was going to be easy, but it's not. It's not exactly easy to work from home. Maybe you don't have, you know, self-discipline, you know, or maybe some other issues, or maybe you don't have, you know, enough silence for you to do your work, because maybe the house is full with, you know, the other members of your family. This could be also a new beginning connected with your second child. Doesn't matter if it's a son or a daughter, is your second child, a new beginning for him or her, you know. Maybe he or she is moving to another place, to, you know, having his own place or her own place, getting married, having a kid, having this first great job, something which is not exactly easy for your second child. It could be a big transformation, but not exactly easy to do. Now I'm going to go to the sign of Gemini. Gemini, how will the month of November be for you? Gemini, the full moon on the 4th of November at almost 12 degrees of Taurus. In your case, where does it happen? It's going to happen where? In the 12th house. So this could be a secret that comes to light, for instance. A secret concerning the person with whom you are romantically involved, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It could be a good thing. Imagine that your significant other, even your spouse, yes, was hiding the fact that he or she bought, you know, tickets for a spa, or just, you know, something like that, like a secret trip for both of you. It could be that type of secret, a good surprise for you. You know, it could be that type of thing. Or it could be a secret connected with one of your kids. You know, one of your kids is hiding something from you, and it comes to light, and you might like it, you might not like it, Gemini. It depends, okay? It could be a good secret, you know. Imagine that your kid, something really good happened to your child, and now your kid was hiding it because he or she was, you know, maybe unsure if this was true or not, whatever it was, and finally it's true, and then your kid tells you about this thing that happened to him or her. I don't know, I'm just going to give you like an example, like a modeling contract, you know, a good modeling contract, something like that. I don't know, it could be all sorts of things. This could be an illness that comes to an end, you know, or at least an illness which is diagnosed, and therefore it can be treated. The illness could be of one of your kids, one of your, or it could be a illness connected with your romantic partner. This could be an end to a creative project. You were working on a creative project secretly, maybe, and now around the 4th of November, this creative project is ended. It could be like something simple, like a book, You could be writing a book. For others, it could be even, having a soulmate, finding a soulmate, encountering a soulmate, or understanding that the person with whom you are with is your soulmate. It could be that. For others, still could be the end of a love relationship. So Gemini, the new moon on the 18th of November, which happens on the which happens at 26 degrees of Scorpio, it's going to activate the solar eclipse, which happened on the 21st of August 2017. So similar themes, Gemini, are going to be present right now, maybe in a different way. So this full moon, this new moon happens in your 6th house. So it could be new beginnings concerning your health habits. Maybe you change your diet. Maybe you just decide to start something, a new exercise regime, so to speak, quote unquote. Maybe you decide to start running, or decide to start swimming, or decide to do yoga, something like that. Or you might have a new work environment. You might go to a different place, or you might have new colleagues, new co-workers, not necessarily a new job, but it could be anything connected with jobs is highly favored for you during the next year, for the next 12 months at least. Anything to do with work, it's going to be favored for you or to you. Again, it depends from natal chart to natal chart. And this new moon activates the solar eclipse, which happened in August, on your 3rd house. So maybe you might be getting elevated in your work environment, in your workplace, but that would require for you to do some sort of training, to train in some new skills, something like that. That might not be exactly easy. Maybe you've been training, maybe you are in doing some sort of new training since August, and right now, right about the 18th of November, that training has ended, and now you're ready to take on new responsibilities on your work environment. If it's not that you are the one who's doing the training, you are the one who's training your new co-workers. What else could be? Yeah. If you could also have, if you do something on the side of your normal job, you could be doing, you could be lecturing, in all whatever subject you like, and maybe you have to go from one place to another place, from all these different towns, and it might be difficult to move from one town to another town for you to do all of these lectures. It could be all sorts of things, but I'm thinking training and work environment. These two are somehow related. Now I'm going to go to the next sign, which is Cancer. Cancer. How is the month of November going to be for you, Cancer? So the full moon on the 4th of November, in your which happens almost at the 12 degrees of Taurus. In your case, Cancer, it's going to happen where? It's going to happen in your 11th house. So this could be a long-term plan that comes finally to fruition. So you had a long-held desire, and finally one of your wishes are coming true. Okay, and this wish, for instance, might be connected with your home environment, with your house, with the place where you live. Maybe your long-held wish was to have a house, was to have your own apartment, was to buy your own apartment, and maybe around the 4th of November, finally you have that money, you know, to buy your house, or to buy your first house, or it could be you end the payment of your mortgage, so no more mortgage payments, because finally that's the last payment you have to do, and your house is fully paid for, and your house is fully yours. This could be a long held wish connected with your family, something to do with your family. Now it could be something good, very positive that comes finally to fruition. This could be something, you know, also connected with your house. Maybe you wanted to redecorate, maybe you wanted to paint the walls, maybe you wanted new furniture, and finally around the 4th of November you have the funds to do that, or you have finished doing that. This could be gains from your career, which you are going to use in your house or with your family. Also, this could be something connected with a friend. So maybe a friend, something very good, very special is happening in one of your friends' life, and you are the witness of that. Maybe one of your friends is getting their first house, or maybe one of your friends is getting married, maybe one of your friends is having a child. Something good and positive. This could be the end of a friendship, not necessarily because something happened between both of you, but maybe because one of your friends moves away to a different, maybe one of your friends, you know, moves to another city, and now the friendship is more or less over. Not over, but at least there's like a big difference, a big change, because you cannot be around that friend anymore, maybe because that friend changed to a different, you know, different city. Then the new moon on the 18th of November, Cancer, which is going to happen on the 26 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, where does it happen? It's going to happen in your 5th house. And this new moon in Scorpio is going to activate the solar eclipse, which happened in late August 2017, which occurred in your 2nd house. So this new moon in Scorpio speaks of new beginnings concerning children, new beginnings concerning love, new beginnings concerning like a creative project, even new beginnings concerning games and you know, anything that you do for fun, and also playing the stock market, a game of chance, which the stock market would be, also falls into the rulership of the 5th house, and it's going to activate themes connected with money. Maybe there's like a new beginning with one of your kids that requires from you a very big expense, you know. Maybe you have to pay more. Maybe your kid gets accepted at, I'm just going to give you a few examples, at soccer team, or at the or starts swimming, or starts playing the piano, or something like that, and you're going to have to pay for it. Okay, it's going to be expensive, or it's going to be you are doing something creative because you want to, because you want to express yourself creatively, Cancer. And maybe you decide to take, I don't know, painting lessons. It's going to be expensive. You are going to only buy, or want to only buy really good material. So you're not going to buy cheap stuff. You are going to make an investment, and you're going to have to pay. So maybe you have a new boyfriend or a new girlfriend, and this new boyfriend or girlfriend is expensive. Okay, it could be also that the other person spends money with you, but not whatever. Even if you don't spend any type of money, you know, going to a restaurant, paying for meals, or paying for shows or something like that, it's still going to cost you money, because maybe you're going to spend money buying clothes, maybe you're going to spend money buying makeup, maybe you want to look good. You want to look good for this boyfriend or this girlfriend, you're going to spend money. It could be that you already married, for instance, and maybe your spouse wants to surprise you. Maybe you're spending you're having more fun with your long-term partner, with your spouse. And because of that, because both of you decide to go out for meals and to have fun and to enjoy yourselves, you're going to spend money. So whatever it is, you're going to spend money. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's going to be expensive. But Cancer, at least you're going to enjoy yourself, okay? So now let's go to the next sign, which is Leo. Leo. How is the month of November going to be for you? On the 4th of November 2017, the full moon happens almost at 12 degrees of Taurus. And in your case, it's going to happen in your 10th house. So there's like an ending or a culmination connected with your career. It could be that maybe you changed jobs, not necessarily. It could be that you get a promotion. Maybe it could be that you change your careers in a very positive way. Maybe you get, it could be anything related to your career, in something positive, not necessarily ending. If you're ending some sort of career, it's because you're going to start something new connected with your career, connected with your vocation, which will fill you with tremendous emotional satisfaction. Okay? But something positive connected with your career. Maybe you trained in a new skill which allowed you to be promoted. And now you're the boss, for instance, Leo. It could be that you are seen, the 10th house is also the house of social reputation. It could also be that you are seen publicly in a very positive light. Maybe maybe a local newspaper will talk about you, will write about you. Maybe I'm saying newspaper. It could be podcast. It could be like a YouTube that is relatively big. A YouTube channel is relatively big around the neighborhood where you live, and that neighborhood, that YouTube channel might do a segment on you, which will show you in a very positive light. If it's not that, maybe you buy a new car because you got this big promotion, and you're happy with your car. Maybe it could be something connected with writing, talking, speaking, which will give a very positive. Maybe you do a public lecture, and that will serve to make you be seen in a very positive light by everyone. Anything also connected with a sibling. Your sibling might be connected with with your career, with your job, or your sibling might be also responsible for you to be seen in a very positive light. It could be many sorts of things. It depends. Now we're gonna go to the new moon on the 18th of November, which is going to happen on 26 degrees of Scorpio. This new moons are new beginnings. In your case, Leo, it's going to happen in your 4th house, which is the house of family, of your domestic environment, of your home where you live, the place where you sleep. It's going to activate the solar eclipse, which happened on the 21st of August in your sign. It happened on the 29 degrees of Leo. So something connected with late August is gonna be reactivated for you, Leo, in connection with your home environment, in your family. It's like whatever you are going to do, which is good for you, which which makes you feel good. And this could be personally speaking, or speaking in terms of your career, of your profession. Whatever it is, there's some sort of conflict with your home environment in with your family. I don't know what it is. Maybe you got this wonderful, great career break, and that would make you leave where you live right now. You have to move to another city. You have to even move to another country. Maybe your family will not like that. Okay, maybe maybe they will like it. Maybe they will be very happy for you that you are moving and you are moving up and you are advancing. But it might be difficult for you to, you know, find a new place to live. It might not be easy to find a new place to live. Maybe your spouse cannot go with you right now, right away. Maybe the kids cannot go with you right now, right away. There's some sort of difficulty connected with family and home environment, which puts you at odds with stuff that you want to do, whatever it is, and which is very positive for you, but there's some sort of difficulty. It will bring some sort of difficulty, maybe with some family members, close family members, or the place where you live, or finding a new place to live. So it depends from case to case. Okay, it depends from natal chart to natal chart. Now let's go to the sign of Virgo. Virgo. How will the how will the month of November 2017 be for you, Virgo? So the full moon on the 4th of November happens almost at 12 degrees of Taurus. In your case, it's going to happen in your 9th house. For some of you, there's like the ending of a court case, and it's going to end very positively for you. And this court case has to do with money that you have earned, money that was yours, you know, or resources which are yours. And I would say that you are given those resources, you are given that money, whatever it is, or something which is yours. And I'm not thinking property, something, an object which is yours. It could be even like jewelry. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but it's something which is valuable, which was yours to begin with, and now maybe the court case allows you back, or decides, yes, this is yours, this belongs to you, Virgo. This could also be the ending of you know, if you are in college, or if you're finishing up some sort of degree, maybe around the 4th of November you have finished up that degree. Maybe the only thing that needed for you to be done, for you to getting that degree, was to pay something. You pay something that you owed, otherwise they will not, the college would not give you that degree, or something like that. Are you finishing up paying your college education? You're finishing up paying, so this is the last payment. This could be a trip, finally, that you do abroad, and this is a trip that I would say it's for fun, not necessarily. It could be to earn money, but anyway, it's still, I would say, luxurious. You're going to stay in a good place. It might be expensive, but you want to feel comfortable, and you want to be in luxury. That's what I would say. Either you are paying for this trip, and it might happen a few weeks from now, or even a few months from now, or you're finishing up this trip. Okay, it could be any other way. This could also be something connected with a sister-in-law or a brother-in-law, and you know, and you are merely the witness of that. Maybe like a sister-in-law or mother, or your in-laws might have, you know, owed you money. They're paying up now, or nothing of the sort happened, and you are merely the witness of something which is happening with your in-laws. Something connected with money and in-laws that does not affect you, and that is, you know, ending, and you are the witness of that. Then the new moon on the 18th of November, which is going to happen at 26 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, Virgo, it's going to happen in your 3rd house. So maybe a new car, you know, a new car, that could be great. Maybe, you know, short trips for whatever reason. Maybe you need to go and visit more your sibling, one of your siblings, or maybe your sibling is really might be staying with you or might be visiting you more. This could be training for something new, getting new skills, you know. I'm going to give you an example. For instance, you know, learning a new language. It could be that. This new moon on the 26 degrees of Scorpio is going to activate the solar eclipse in Leo, which happened on the 21st of August. So themes connected what happened to you in August, in late August, are going to show up again around the 18th of November, and they are going to show up in a way that you might feel as difficult. They might not be necessarily difficult, but you might feel it as difficult. For instance, there could be something connected with one of your siblings. There could be like a secret that finally comes to light, you know. Maybe a secret came to light on the 21st of around the 21st of August, and now in November, in the middle of November, you find out that whatever came to light, one of your siblings or your sister or your brother knew about it. And now is the time that you find out that one of your siblings knew about it. Or something, this secret comes to light connected with one of your siblings. It could be all sorts of things. I'm going to give you an example, but don't think this is going to happen, okay? Let's say that your sibling was hiding the fact that they had cancer. I hope that this does not happen, okay? It could be that, you know. And finally, around this time, you know, your sibling might start treatment. I'm just giving you this as an example. I'm not saying this is going to happen, okay? Or your sibling might be hiding, you know, something bad, nothing connected with illness, but they did something bad, and now it comes to light. You know, it could be like big secrets connected with. I'm thinking sister, because there's other things here that tell me that. If you buy a new car, for instance, it might not be. You might be spending a lot of money this new car. There might be some secret connected with this car. You might be overpaying for this car. You might just buy it, and like a week later you have to go to the mechanic because there's problems with this car. You know, there might be secret problems connected with this car. It could be all sorts of things. Okay, so also it could be positive things. It could be like your sibling, because he or she, I'm thinking sister again, maybe your sibling, because they had like wonderful luck, they decide to buy you a car, okay? So that would be great, you know. Your sister comes home and surprises you with a new car. It could be that. Maybe you needed one. So now Libra, let's go to Libra. How will the month of November 2017 will be for you? The full moon on the 4th of November, almost at 12 degrees of Taurus. Where does it happen in your case, Libra? It happens in your 8th house. So maybe an investment which you made comes to fruition. Maybe you invested in something maybe a year ago, more or less, and finally you have the fruits of that investment, and you might use them for whatever for whatever thing you want to buy. I don't know. It could be that you see that you have way too many credit cards and you just decide to get rid of a few. It could be finishing up some sort of tax bill, anything to do with taxes. It could be, property taxes, any type of taxes, and this is a tax bill that arrives, or you are finishing up paying some sort of tax. It could be a change connected with the money that you have with others, mainly with your spouse. Maybe your spouse gets a big promotion and suddenly you have more money. So maybe your spouse, your long-term partner, so maybe you have more disposable income and you decide to use it to buy something that will help you feel good, you know, clothes, if you're a woman, makeup, you know, something that will allow you, or even, you know, spa treatments or something like that, or going to the hairdresser. This could also be if you are just seeing someone, more or less beginning to see someone. It could be in two ways. It could be the end of a sexual intimate relationship, or, and I'm thinking, because I see this full moon as positive, it could be more like finally you start an intimate relationship with someone who is your new romantic interest, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, and around the 4th of November things get more physical and more intimate. This could also be an inheritance that comes to you. Okay, it could be it could be an inheritance that comes your way. So now let's go to the new moon. The new moon on the 18th of November, which happens at 26 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, Libra, this new moon happens in your second house. There's more money. You have more money. There's more income sources. For instance, if you have some sort of inheritance that would, you know, fit with this new income source. You know, maybe someone from your family left you something. Maybe it's some sort of rent, you know, something that comes every month, you know. But there's like a new income source, new money, more money coming in, and this is going to happen. There's more money. In terms of money, there's going to be more money in your life, Libra, for the next at least 12 months. So try to save something, because this is not going to last forever. This sudden abundance is not going to last forever. It's going to last for like a year, so you might be inclined to overspend. Don't do that. Try to save something. This new moon on the 26th of Scorpio is going to activate a solar eclipse, which happened in late August in Leo. So it's like you have more money. So themes connected with whatever happened in August are going to come to the fore again, are going to come to the surface again around mid-November. And in your case, Libra, the solar eclipse happened in your 11th house, the house of friendships, the house of long-term projects, the house of wishes. It's like finally you have the money to spend on wishes, on a wish that you always had. You had some sort of wish. Now you're spending way too much money trying to fulfill that wish, or trying to accomplish a certain goal. Or maybe you have much more money and now you are spending way too much money with your friends. You're going out with your friends and you're paying for everything, you're paying for every bill. Or maybe your friends see that you have more money now and they kind of expect you to pay for everything. And that might cause some sort of, you know, imbalance between you and the relationship that you have with your friends. So it could be all sorts of things. Okay, it depends from case to case. It depends from natal chart to natal chart. Now let's go to the next sign, which is Scorpio. Scorpio. How is November 2017 going to be for you? The full moon on the 4th of November, which happens almost at 12 degrees of Taurus. In your case, Scorpio, it's going to happen on the 7th house. So this could be an ending or culmination connected with a personal relationship. For instance, if you are living with someone, you have a long-term partner, and you're living together for a while, you might decide to get married, you know, to make this relationship official. If you are dating someone for a very long time, you might decide to go to the next step, and the next step might be living together, okay? And what else? What else? What else? What else? You might decide to do something with your partner, which is positive for both of you, but you might decide to keep it a secret. For instance, you've been living for a while together, you and your partner. And now you decide, hey, let's get married, but let's not tell anyone. Let's keep it quiet. So you might decide to get officially married, but not telling anyone because, you know, it's none of anybody's business. It could be for others that you might decide to end a personal relationship. This is a marriage that comes to an end. This is a separation. This is a divorce. Even if it's that case, you find it somewhat liberating. Okay, you find it that frees you. You know, it gives you some sort of freedom. Or your partner feels that he or she is getting free from you. I'm sorry to tell you that. This could also be a revelation concerning your spouse, okay, your long-term partner. Now, this revelation might not necessarily be something bad. It could be something bad, but it could be, could be something bad that makes you angry. It could be something good. Maybe your partner was hiding from you the fact that, maybe they bought you something, or maybe they signed you up for like a spa treatment, whatever. Like your partner surprises you with something, or it could be that he or she might be ill, and that's the secret that they've been hiding, and maybe that secret comes to light. Or maybe they get fired. Also, it could be that they might hide it, or not necessarily. Or maybe they got a new job. Maybe that's the thing that they're hiding from you. Or maybe they got promoted. Some sort of changes connected with that, connected with your partner, with your spouse. Then Scorpio, the new moon, which is new beginnings, on the 18th of November 2017, is going to happen at 26 degrees of Scorpio in your first house. In this new moon activates the solar eclipse, which happened in late August in Leo. In your case, Scorpio, it happened in your 10th house. So there's some sort of new beginning connected with you that might place you at odds with your career, with your job, with your bosses. There's something good happening in your life, especially because Jupiter is transiting your sign. So there's some sort of abundance and happiness and prosperity and good things that are arriving in your life, but that which will allow you, some sort of new beginning, but that kind of might place you at odds with your bosses, with or with your career. Whatever is happening to you which is positive might not be seen in a very good light by others, because the 10th house, which is the place where the solar eclipse happened, your 10th house is also the house of social reputation. So others might be seeing you in a non so positive light. Okay, something is happening, good things are happening, but people are seeing you. People who don't necessarily know you, they don't know you intimately, but they're not happy with all these good things that are happening in your life. Okay, so you might not be seen in a very positive light, even though good things are happening in your life. It's because probably good things are happening in your life. Okay, so don't listen to that. Or maybe there's some sort of very big career change, and you might find it difficult to embark on this new career change, because it puts you on the spotlight and you don't know how to deal with it. Even if you are seen in a very positive light, you don't know how to deal with it, and that might be the cause of the distress. Okay, good things. Sometimes when good things happen, when it's not normal for them to happen, you don't know how to deal with them. Okay, so let's go to the next sign, which is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. How is November 2017 is going to be for you? The full moon on the 4th of November 2017 is going to happen almost at 12 degrees of Taurus. In your case, Sagittarius, this full moon, which means culminations or endings, is going to happen in your 6th house. So this could be an ending of a job. You know, you leave a job maybe because you found a new job, a better paying job, and you're gonna go to a different organization, you're gonna go to a different company, or you could be moving up in the company, in the organization where you already work in. Okay, it could be that. It could be that they like your work so much that they promote you, you know. You might be getting some new colleagues, or maybe a colleague might be leaving. A co-worker might be leaving because this co-worker found something better, something new, and this co-worker might be leaving to another company, to another organization. What else? A long held wish connected with your job might finally come to fruition. What else also? It could be that a long held wish connected with your health finally gets fulfilled. I don't know what it is. Maybe you had some sort of illness, and around the 4th of November you always wish that that illness, or even chronic illness, I'm thinking skin, that's what I'm thinking, something that would make you feel uneasy. It could be kidneys also. I'm thinking kidney transplant. I don't know why I'm thinking. I know why, because your Venus, which rules Taurus, is located in your 11th house. So maybe your long-held wish connected with your health had to do with a kidney transplant. You know, something like that. So you finally get out of illness or chronic illness, or you got out of a chronic treatment, everlasting, like a treatment that you always had to have. Or this could be ending an exercise program, so you can go start a different exercise problem that is better for you, and it helps you medically. It helps you in terms of health, Sagittarius. It could be that you change your diet, and by changing your diet you feel better and you heal some sort of illness, some sort of chronic illness. Or it could be something simple like you get exams that you've made, you know, those routine exams that we have to make and go to the doctor and make those, you know, analysis and all of that. You get them and everything is fine. Or your job, your workplace, at least that's what happens here in Portugal. If you've been for I don't know, like 2-3 months, even 1 month, you have to go to the doctor connected with the company, meaning you have to. In Portugal, we call it medicina do trabalho. It's work-related medicine. So you have to go to that doctor, you know, answer a few questions, maybe make some sort of medical exams to see if everything is okay with you medically, and you have to do this at least once a year, connected with your work. I don't know how to say this in English. Could be something like that, you know. And then Sagittarius, what else? Sagittarius, the new moon, which is new beginnings, happens on the 18th of November 2017 at 26 degrees of Scorpio, and this one is going to happen in your 12th house, and it's going to also activate the solar eclipse, which happened in late August at 29 degrees of Leo. So there might be something that comes to light, some sort of secret that comes to light, connected with 9th house matters. And what are 9th house matters? You know, going abroad, maybe you had some sort of, maybe you started thinking, Sagittarius, of leaving, of going to another country in late August. And around the 12th, around the 18th of November, you're like actively preparing yourself to leave for this other country. Maybe you want to work in another country, but you're like keeping it a secret. You're still keeping it a secret, but it might come to light. It could be that, or you are, you know, doing something on the background, not background, like doing something secretly, that maybe people don't know about it, connected with going back to college, going back to school, going, you know, finishing up or starting your university studies, you know, something like that. Maybe that's one of your, you have a plan, or you started thinking about going back to college or applying to college in August, and you are actively around the 18th of November working towards that goal. It might be something to do with a court case. Maybe some sort of court case was initiated in late August, and now in mid-November, something which was a secret might come to light, or might not necessarily come to light, but there's some sort of enemy, quote-unquote, activity going on behind your back, Sagittarius, that you don't know about, that might hinder this court case. There could also be something fishy connected with your in-laws also. If you're like traveling abroad, even on a vacation, try to be safe, and because there might be some sort of, people might try to, you know, steal from you. You know, you might book a room in a hotel and overpay, or you think you're getting a good room, and it's a lousy room. It's like there's something fishy going on behind your back that you're not aware of, okay? But at the same time, you have protection, because Jupiter is in your 12th house, so it's protecting you. So I don't know exactly what it is, but, you know, be careful. Be careful. Now we're gonna go to the next sign, which is Capricorn. Capricorn. How is the month of November 2017 going to be for you, Capricorn? The new moon on the 4th of November, which happens almost at 12 degrees of Taurus. In your case, it's going to happen in your 5th house. So something good, positive, connected with your love life, or maybe the life of one of your kids. Maybe like if you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, or even your spouse, there might be some sort of surprise, you know, surprise, like maybe you go, not necessarily a surprise, but something good and positive connected with your love life. Maybe you and your spouse, you decide to go out for dinner, go out to see a movie, go out to see a show, a nice time that you will be spending with your partner, with your lover, with your boyfriend, girlfriend. It could be that some of you are finishing up a creative project, and this could be all sorts of things: painting, writing, sculpting, whatever. It could be something good connected with the life of one of your kids. Maybe your kid got a good grade, maybe you're in school, maybe your kid won some sort of prize in school, or, you know, school related activities, or not necessarily in school. Maybe your kid does something that it's not connected with school. Maybe he or she I'm thinking more it's a girl because it's Taurus. Taurus is a feminine sign. Maybe your kid is learning how to play an instrument, and your child, your daughter, for instance, is advancing quite rapidly in learning this musical instrument. You know, something positive connected with one of your kids. For others, it could be the end of a love relationship, but if that happens, it's not necessarily something that will make you feel unhappy. Okay, if there's like an ending to a love relationship, it's because maybe you had no time to spend with your boyfriend or girlfriend, or they made you look bad. You know, it could be that they made you look bad to others. And Capricorns, they want to look good at, you know, they want to be seen in a very positive light by society at large. And if there's a boyfriend or a girlfriend who makes you look bad, you're going to end that relationship. And you're not going to be feeling especially sorry about it. But honestly, what I see here, it's just positive things connected with love and kid in your kids. So also it could be that one of your kids does something that makes you look good as a parent. It could be that as well. And then the new moon is new beginnings. On the 18th of November, it's going to happen at 26 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, it's going to happen on your 11th house. So there could be like new friendships coming into your life, or something very good and positive happening in one of your friends' lives. Or it could be that you you have new goals, you have new wishes, and you feel that you can fulfill whatever goal, whatever long-term plan you have for you, at least during the next 12 months. Plus, this new moon at 26 degrees of Scorpio is going to activate the full moon, the solar eclipse, which happened in Leo in late August. If you have new plans for yourself and for your life, Capricorn, if you have a new wish, this is going to require money. And money that you and your spouse or your partner both have. So there might be some sort of friction between you and your spouse, if that's the case, because you wanna fulfill some sort of long-held wish, or you have new plans for your life, and you want to go to your savings and take that money out, or part of that money, for you to be able to, you know, go ahead with your new plans. Okay, and maybe your spouse might not like that all that much, or your spouse is okay with that, your partner is okay with that, but you yourself, Capricorn, you might feel bad about it, you know. What else? This could be some sort of inheritance that came your way around late August, or at least you knew about it, that you're going to get an inheritance around late August, and finally it might arrive around 18th of November, and finally that will give you the money to fulfill some sort of new wishes, new plans. But at the same time, you're gonna feeling guilty for using this. Your friends also might be at odds with, for instance, with your long-term relationship. Let's say that you are spending more time with your spouse or with your partner. Maybe your friends don't like that all that much. Maybe you know, they demand your attention way too much, or something like that. You might have again new friends, new plans. I'm thinking it's plans, new plans, but you might be paying more taxes. So you're paying more taxes and you don't have enough money to immediately fulfill this new plan and this new goal that you have in your life. So there's all sorts of ways of reading this. Now we're going to go to Aquarius. How is the month of November going to be for you, Aquarius? The full moon on the 4th of November 2017 is going to happen almost at 12 degrees of Taurus. And in your case, Aquarius, it's going to happen in your 4th house. So I'm seeing this as a very positive full moon. This could be for some of you having a new roommate, changing roommates, changing houses, moving from one apartment to another apartment, finally having the money to buy your own place, finally paying up your mortgage. That's the final payment. It could be that. This could be also a very positive change for someone in your family, your most intimate family. For instance, let's say that it could even be your aunt or your uncle, someone with whom you are close to, and maybe your aunt or uncle or brother-in-law or sister-in-law. I'm thinking more sister-in-law, brother-in-law, gets retired, retires from work or finds this great, fantastic new job. Maybe one of your mother, father, grandmother, grandfather retires. Something good and positive that happens in their life. Now, I would say positive. It could also be that you decide to move to another country. Finally, around the 4th of November, you have found a new place to live in this other country, and you move either because you found a new job or for love. It could move for love. You go to this different country because your boyfriend or your girlfriend is living there, and finally, you can go and live with him or her. And then the new moon, which is new beginnings, on the 18th of November 2017 happens at 26 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, this is new beginnings connected with your career, your profession, also the way you are seen by others. This new moon is going to activate in a square the eclipse which happened in late August in Leo. So whatever new beginnings that you have in your career, in your job, they might be at odds with your spouse, with your partner, with your long-term partner. Maybe it's the other way around. Let's say you have this great new opportunity to go and work in another country. Maybe your spouse or partner doesn't want to leave where you live. Maybe you live, I don't know, I'm just going to give an example. You live in America, USA, and you have this great opportunity to go to work to Canada, but your spouse doesn't want to leave the USA, doesn't want to go with you, and is feeling that he or she is going a bit coerced. Or it's the other way around. It's your spouse who's the one who got this fantastic opportunity in late August, and now around the 18th of November, finally your spouse or your partner is leaving, is moving, and you have to go if you wanna. You have to change your career or your job or something like that if you wanna go with him or her. This could also be that there's a change in your career, in your job, and you have to sign up a new contract, and you might not be very happy with that. There's something connected with this contract that you do not like, and you feel more or less coerced into signing it. there's something hidden connected with this contract as well. This contract might cause you some sort of pain, and when it comes finally to light, I don't know what it is, but you might not like it all that much. Now I'm gonna go to the sign of Pisces. Pisces. How is the months of November 2017 is going to be for you, Pisces? The full moon on the 4th of November 2017 happens almost at 12 degrees of Taurus. In your case, it's going to happen in your 3rd house. So this could be the end of the training. You know, you had some sort of training, you were learning new skills. Even it could be related to your job, or not necessarily. It could be something like learning a new language. You know, something that you did for your own enjoyment. And this training or this course is ending around the 4th of November. And it might, for instance, it could be something like learning how to invest. That type of training, or that type of new skill, that type of tiny little you know, course which you were taking. It could be even something training online. It could be something that you're doing online. What else? It could be you get the loan to buy a car. You wanted to buy a car. You wanted this car to be safe. You wanted this car to last you for a very long time. And at the same time, you wanted this car to be comfortable. And more or less, I don't want to say luxurious, but yeah, maybe a bit luxurious. But it's more like safe, comfortable. And maybe you needed a loan. And around the 4th of November, you get that loan. And you can buy that car finally. It could be something connected with your sibling. And I'm thinking female sibling. You know, an ending or a culmination in your sibling's life. It could be all sorts of things, but whatever it is, I'm thinking that your sibling is going to look at this in a very positive light. Even if it's something like a separation or a divorce or something like that, it's going to feel good to your sibling. But I'm thinking it's more like, you know, maybe getting a new job, maybe having a partner, a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, maybe having new friends, you know, something positive that happens in your sibling's life. Or your sibling comes to visit, and around the 4th of November your sibling leaves and goes back to his place or her place. Again, I'm still thinking women. And then, or you were the one who went to visit your sibling, and around the 4th of November you come back home. Then the new moon, which signifies new beginnings, happens on the 18th of November, and it's going to happen on at 26 degrees of Scorpio. So what does this mean to you, Pisces? This new moon in Scorpio is going to happen in your 9th house. So this could be new beginnings connected with college, university studies. So you might decide to go back to college. You might be, you know, taking you might have finished college, but you are continuing your university studies. I don't know, I'm going to give you an example, like with a doctorate or something like that. You just continuing your university studies. You might have financial aid to continue your university studies. You might be a professor, you know, you might get, how do you say, tenure, you know. This new moon is going to activate the eclipse that happened in late August at 29 degrees of Leo. And this eclipse happened in your solar eclipse happened in your 6th house. So, whatever themes that came to light late August, they are going to be present again in mid-November. So this could be, you know, being in college, being a professor is your profession. It's your job. So you might have a more secure and more lucky position connected with university, but you know, maybe you're working way too hard, and maybe that takes a toll on your health, because you want to secure this position as a professor in college, in university, or maybe you're continuing your university studies and you're working too hard, and your health you know, might be affected because you're working too hard. Another way of reading this, it could be that you're going to go abroad to find work, but the colleagues that you have, the co-workers that you'll be having, they might not be all that nice to you. You might have problems with your co-workers, okay? So you have to look out for that. You might have like a trip abroad, but not necessarily to work, you know, just for fun. But you might have some sort of health issues when you go abroad. You know, maybe the food doesn't agree with you. You have to be careful with your health if you go abroad. Even if it's just, you know, a leisure trip, just for fun, you have to be careful with that, with your health. What else? What else? I think I said everything. Oh, also, this could be a court case. You might decide to initiate some sort of court case around the 18th of November, and this court case is connected with work. You know, maybe something happened in your work environment in late August, and it really made you mad, and around November, the mid-November, you decide finally this goes to court. Okay, connected with your work environment, you know, with the rules in your work environment. Maybe there was some sort of change and you didn't like it and you thought it was unfair, so you're going to go to court, and you might be lucky because you are protected within the next 12 months in that department of your life, and anything related to law, to justice, you are protected. Or one of your co-workers did something that you didn't agree with, and you're going to go to court because of that. It might be difficult, but you'll be protected. Okay, and that's it. This is the reading that I have for November 2017. This is, like I said, a very general reading. If you like a personal reading, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. Bye bye.